Hi guys, welcome to this week's Watch It Paint It.
This video we're going to be reviewing Codex Mysterium. Guys, if you don't know what this is a puzzle book, and it's another hobby of ours. Outside of painting miniatures, we.
Well, there's not much time for anything else, is there?
It's all we do, guys. We just solve puzzles. They're so difficult. It takes all the time in the world. Now, this is Codex Mysterium, and some of you may have recognised that I reviewed Codex Enigmatum. I think that's how you say it. It's a puzzle in itself, but outside of that, guys, we just love puzzle books. This is just a pile that I had to hand. We've thoroughly enjoyed doing them, and I just wanted to bring you up to speed with this one that we've been doing recently. TLDR, this is a good book. I've enjoyed it. I'm going to enjoy doing the next 40 pages. Currently on Kickstarter. There will be a link in the description below if you would like to go and check it out. Before we get into the book and what it's about and what we like and dislike about it, I just want to mention this is being given to us for free as a review copy. I didn't pay any money for that, so bear that in mind as we go through, in case that makes us biased in any way, shape, or form. But if you think my opinion can be bought for a £9, £10 book, you're sadly mistaken. It's £15. Make checks payable to Watch It Paint It, please. Having said that, at least I can sell this afterwards, right, and make some money. So anyway, without further ado, that sounds right. Let's just talk a little bit about the book. In case you're unfamiliar with puzzle books, there's quite a few on the market these days, and what the general purpose is, or the idea behind it is, there's normally a little introduction, and this one's got a very brief one. There's not much to it, and then you're presented basically with clues and puzzles, page after page after page of clues and puzzles, and there's normally something in, and I think that's the case for most of these books. There's kind of a clue on the left side and then something to solve on the right, and it's very, very similar in this Codex Mysterium. Specifically, you're taking the clues that are on the page, normally an abstract-ish one on the left to give you a hint as to what to do to the puzzle on the right. It's not always the case to keep you on your toes. It does mix it up a little bit, so you're never quite sure exactly what to do, which is a beauty of working out this puzzle. But you generally take what you're presented with and try and translate that into a bunch of letters, which makes a word. This book's particularly good at letting you know the right answer because you've made a word that makes sense. So this particular puzzle book, we are presented with 60 different puzzles. I think we've solved about 20 of them so far.
Yeah, so about a third of the way through.
About a third of the way through. Enough to review it, I think, without, they do take a long time to get all the way to the end, so I'm not going to go all the way through the book before I can tell you about it.
Ain't nobody got time for that!
Because another thing to mention, this is currently on Kickstarter. I'll leave a link in the description below. It's non-affiliated. I make no money from it or anything like that, but you guys might want to check it out while it's Kickstarted and you can pick up a copy. Another thing to mention with these particular puzzles, let's see if I can find one. They rely on you solving some of the earlier ones to solve the later ones. And,
oh, yeah, so.
Or was there one there?
Yeah, there was.
I should go to the puzzles we've done.
So
yes.
you need solution 26.
That's right. So you need solution 26, 27, 26 involved up here. And that's just a way to enforce that you actually solve the book as you go through it, but you can just look at the answers if you want.
Oh, there's hints available as well.
There are hints, so I won't show them on screen, so in case you accidentally read them and spoil it for yourself. But this book works completely offline. All you need is the book. The answers are in the back of the book, and they're very cleverly written backwards, so they're actually quite difficult to read ones you're not specifically looking for. And there's also clues in the back of the book. So yeah, this is completely offline. Other than you might look up some things if you're not as knowledgeable as we could be. You might have to look up some things. Sometimes I find you can work out the puzzle, but you need to look up some bits of it that you just might not know off the top of your head. Not actually had to do that yet because I know everything.
Well, yeah, I think that stands to reason.
So while we are just talking about this being completely playable offline, let's dive into a little bit of a review. And one of the biggest benefits of this game is its form factor. The fact the entire game is concealed within this book. You don't need anything else. It's small, it's lightweight, and you can take it anywhere and you can play it absolutely anywhere.
Yeah, one of my favourite places is probably in bed, just on winding down, trying to go to sleep.
Ideal, yeah.
A couple of puzzles.
We can play it while we're travelling places. If you're on planes, trains, or even just in the car, that works well. Then when we're on holiday, we've not been on holiday with this particular book, but just going to the park and having a go there.
Oh yeah.
And even in the bath, I've caught you playing this.
As if I would.
So yeah, super easy to play. And then the other thing is, let's talk about the puzzles. Now, that depends if you enjoy puzzles. If you like escape rooms, if you like brain teasers, if you like solving puzzles, this kind of book is going to be for you. But let's talk about it in terms of its difficulty, I guess. And if we take Journal 29, which I think was kind of the first puzzle book out there, I think it was the first of this genre, I take that as a kind of baseline. I'm going to say that Codex Mysterium, I have to check, I would just want to say Enigmatum all the time, but I think this is marginally easier than Journal 29. So I guess if you thought Journal 29 was way too easy, then this is probably not going to be super challenging to you. But then I say it's easy, but you've got to bear in mind we're playing it as a pair, which is going to make it easier because
I didn't marry a scientist for lols.
And then, so there's two of us solving it, and then we've done hundreds of puzzles. We're probably like 200-300 puzzles in now. So you start getting used to how to solve puzzles, and I think it makes it quicker. So bear in mind, I say it's easier, but take it with a pinch of salt. It ain't an easy puzzle book. I don't want to solve any of them on camera for you because it might spoil them, and there's only 60, and I don't want to take one of those away from you. But if you would like to see one solved, do leave a comment below, and maybe I could do a live stream and we can solve a couple together to give you a feel for the book, and we can, you can work out if you want to do the other 57 from that point onwards. But yeah, it's overall, basically, it's a really enjoyable book. I find the puzzles are taking 5 to 15 minutes each, whereas like Journal 29, that some of them were quick, but some of them took days. We've done 20 of these so far, and we're talking minutes, not even hours, let alone days. So, but they're enjoyable to solve.
They're enjoyable to look at as well, just for the artwork. It's not that frustrating to spend 15 minutes looking at it.
Yeah.
So it's
That's well worth mentioning. I often don't bother even noticing that artwork exists, but it's got nice illustrations, nice artwork. I also think, now you mentioned that, the artwork's often actually quite a good clue or an indication, or it's not taking you away. I've spent zero time, I don't know about yourself, but I've not looked at any of the background noise, which these books can sometimes have a lot of detail, a lot of stuff in the background which you're wondering if it's involved in the clue or the solving the puzzle. And this one's just not wasting your time with stuff like that.
So as I mentioned, one of the positives of this book is it is all contained in the book. You don't need an app, you don't need a website or anything like that, but that is also a small negative for it. The answers are all in the back of the book. There is a small chance you might see an upcoming answer to a puzzle accidentally, although it's fairly well hidden in that reverse writing, but there is a chance. Semi doesn't matter. What's it matter if you see the answer to the next puzzle? The joy of the book is working out how to solve the puzzle. I often work out what I need to do and don't actually care what the answer is. Once the trick is working out what to do, working out the actual answer just confirms that what you were doing was correct. So there's a slight problem there, but it's I can't read it backwards. I've not run into that issue. The issue I do come across is that you are looking for a single word answer, and because you can't enter it onto a form and check if you're right or wrong, you only have one shot at this. If somehow you got an incorrect word, but a word that you believed is the right answer, and you checked and you were wrong, that's the end. You know the answer. But again, back to that original point, that does it matter if you know the answer? The joy is working out how you get to that answer anyway. So it swings and roundabouts. Does it really matter? Just wanted to mention it.
So yeah, guys, basically love it. TLDR, this is a good book. I've enjoyed it. I'm going to enjoy doing the next 40 pages. Currently on Kickstarter. There will be a link in the description below if you would like to go and check it out. And happy puzzling. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys. Hi guys, welcome to Watch It Paint It. This week we've got something that I don't...
Codex Mysterium is the book I'm going to be reviewing now, but we'll start again because that was like so many words for so little point.
It was.
I haven't got any notes.
You don't need any. Basically, you can play this game any way you like.
Is that where I'm meant to go?